clase. Estamos aquí otra vez, es el módulo número 4. Aquí tenemos una amiga. Yo tengo unas preguntas, porque esta sección tiene que ver con las palabras interrogativas. ¿Qué, cuál, por qué, cuánto, cuánta, cuántos, cuántas, etc. Tengo algunas preguntas para la señorita. Hola, ¿cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Ainsley.
Oh, mucho gusto, Ainsley. ¿Y cómo estás?
Estoy muy bien.
Muy bien. ¿Cuál es tu teléfono?
Mi número de teléfono es 823-06-11.
Oh, qué interesante. ¿Y cuál es tu dirección?
Mi dirección es 102 Plaza Boulevard.
Muy bien. ¿Y cuántas personas hay en tu familia?
Hay 6 personas en mi familia.
Muy interesante. Bueno, gracias, Ainsley.
De nada.
Hasta luego. No todavía.
Chao.
Ok. Entonces, tenemos muchas palabras interrogativas. En inglés, pues, who, what, when, where, how, why, to what extent. Estas son las preguntas. Y en español tenemos aquí la lista en la página 14. We see some differences that you will have noticed. First, we do have some, they're interrogative adjectives, and that means they agree in number and most of them are adjectives. So they agree in number and gender with the noun that they're modifying. So when I'm talking about a libro, for example, you would see libro and libros. And if we were talking about cuántos libros, cuántas mesas, those things do agree in number and gender. Another thing that you want to focus on is how we use what and how in English versus how we use those similar things in Spanish. So we have, you've already learned how to ask someone their name by saying, ¿Cómo se llama? And so you don't want to undo those things. You don't want to start thinking too much in English. Say, oh, I want to ask, what is your name? And then you start using words like, K and those kinds of things. Don't forget what you've learned. So if you look at those particular questions, you see the difference in between K and cuál. You'll note that when we talk about nationality and religion, those kinds of things, we use which word in Spanish? ¿Cuál? And what is the word that we use in English? What? Okay, when we ask in English about our phone number, it's what is your phone number? And in Spanish, it is ¿cuál es tu número? So what you then come to understand is that in the Hispanic culture, we know all of the answers, and we need to just choose which one is the correct one. Therefore, we use cuál a lot more for those kinds of things than we would otherwise. So what is your religion? What is your address? What is your phone number? All of those are cuál. We know the answers, we just need to choose the right one. We will have some activities here. We'll follow up on some activities that will help to clarify those for you. And you should have no problem with them. One more thing is that each of the interrogatives, as you see, has a stress mark. And so pay careful attention to that. Again, if you don't have a stress mark, it's not an interrogative word.